We had a really
Good morning,
vibrant
YouTube.
presence throughout the New Haven community.
It's about
Through music
9:24
and through
a.m.
education. He was
and
a
it's
passionate educator and was on the
53
forefront
degrees
of
outside
education for our young
at
people and our students throughout his
WTNH.com.
career, equally and as important as his work
That's
that he
what
did
I'm
at
watching.
Southern. So
News
he's
8.
an important person for the legacy of the university as a whole and the community in which we serve. And that's part of our mission at Southern Connecticut State University.
This is great. All right, again, the tickets are free. Saturday starts at 3 o'clock at the Garner Recital Hall at SCSU.
That's right. And it's
All right. Yeah. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much for having us.
Right now we're going to send you over to the kitchen with Laura.
All right, yes, perfect. All right, Neil Chef Angela Baldanza here laying out the ingredients for spaghetti carbonara. And that is quite the comfort meal for a day like today.
Perfect for today, actually, and it's probably one of the easiest things to make, totally in 8 minutes. Everyone has spaghetti in their cupboard.
Yes.
Butter, bacon, shallots.
Okay.
A little white wine, a little chicken stock, and of course eggs and cheese.
Okay.
Salt, pepper, butter, and we add a little fresh parsley.
All right.
But real simple and easy to do and absolutely delicious.
All right, I noticed you didn't say cream, though. That's usually in some of these recipes, no?
That's right. We do ours the real, authentic Italian
Good
way.
morning, Bobby.
No
Bobby's
cream,
in the kitchen
from
on.
the eggs and the butter. The egg yolks.
A good morning video right here on
What kind of cheese
YouTube.
are you using here?
I'm using a Parmigiano Reggiano.
Okay.
Yep.
That's the best
It
kind.
is the best
I'm gonna show you
kind,
something.
absolutely. And the bacon
This phone is
pancetta.
on.
It's the Italian
This black phone right
pancetta,
here,
although the real
this phone
authentic one
is
is with
on.
guanciale, which is the pork cheek,
Okay.
but we use pancetta.
This
Okay,
phone
so I
been
see a
off.
couple of things that can be.
Wi-Fi
you can do
phone.
some variations.
Use
just
this
to make
for
it
Wi-Fi
your own
only.
kitchen.
Bacon, of course.
This
Yeah,
is
use
for-
that in it too. Not everybody has
Excuse me.
pancetta. It's just an Italian bacon.
This
And
is for
that's
Wi-Fi,
very simple
so
to substitute.
this phone
and
been
shallots.
off.
Okay.
So you have a nice mild flavor
So
with the shallots as well.
use for
All right,
Wi-Fi
you're gonna get
only.
that pasta started over there. So
Pasta is
I
time
got
to
no
put
with
it
this
all together.
Wi-Fi.
Yes,
All right.
we're all set.
Looking forward to this. This is a good one, Angela. Thank you so
you.
much for being here. I'm looking forward to this.
Me too.
First, we're going to send things over to Jocelyn and Gil. Jocelyn, I know you're looking forward.
We are looking forward to it. I am too.
Yeah.
That's my stomach rumbling right now. Hungry.
Oh my God.
Hungry, huh? Hungry.
What about it, Jocelyn? You see
Hungry.
all of the rain on this radar? Well, we have
agree.
a
You
long way
see,
to go.
put
The
this
rest
up,
of
you stick
today
together.
and another round coming in tomorrow. We'll talk about that.
All right, plus we are breaking down co-working etiquette. And she is Yes. She's here with what you need to keep in mind with sharing an office space.
All right, but first, here's News 8's Sarah Cote.
Chef for some seasonal treats that are sweet and see a demonstration that's classic and old-fashioned. I'm Sarah Cody. Connecticut Families is coming at you from Mystic, straight ahead.
On the go, watch Good Morning Connecticut live on your phone.
Take your feet for a ride. Six Flags Great Fest. Your screen will be your only friend.
Right there.
Buy a season pass and
Let's
visit Six
record.
Flags Great Fest
The-
free.
Plug in the auxiliary cord, which is right here. Plug it in to the phone.
Hi, I'm Ivan Cherry,
Ooh,
owner of
spin
Haven
around.
Auto Body. Make sure the
I'll
body
show you
shop
that
you
in
choose to
video, too.
repair your car the way it should be, using factory recommended repair procedures. Aluminum body repair is a specialty of ours. Certification in this field is the most difficult and costly to achieve. Shops that meet this standard are few and far between. North Haven Auto Body, your best decision after a collision.
This is my 7-piece Scarlet dining set. My competition has a similar looking set. Let's compare. Theirs has a wire brushed oak tabletop. Mine too. Theirs has elegant carved legs. Totally have that as well. Theirs has an 18-inch table leaf. Mine has two. Theirs has an antique finish. Mine too. Theirs is $19.99. With Bob's discount, my 7-piece Scarlet dining set is only $9.99. Two thumbs, way up.
Update your floors with Empire Today's $50 room sale. Buy one room, get floors for all other rooms for just $50 each. So when you buy one room, it's only $50 for laminate in the kitchen, $50 for carpet in the bedroom, and $50 for hardwood in the office. There's no limit. Buy one room and it's $50 for floors in each additional room. Schedule now.
800-588-2305.
Today, the hunt is here. Six Flags Fright Fest, with more zombies, more coasters, and 22 horrifying attractions, including terror tales. Buy a season pass and visit Fright Fest free.
Weather in Connecticut can change in a flash. That's why you should turn to a team you can trust, alerting you before the storm reaches your neighborhood.
We're going to head back in the direction of Manchester.
Monitoring the action with eyes on the ground for an accurate forecast to keep you prepared and safe.
Happy first meeting. A lot of damage out there.
Trust Storm Team 8, Connecticut's weather leader.
Here we go again.
You're watching Good Morning Connecticut on News 8 with Laura Hutchinson, Jocelyn Momenta, and meteorologist Gil Simmons.
All right, back now at 9:30 with a check of our top stories today. A Cheshire man facing murder charges is expected in a courtroom.
31-year-old Emmanuel Dominguez Villa-Gomez is accused of stabbing his wife to death last month. Investigators say she was stabbed dozens of times. Court papers show his wife Monica recently filed for divorce. Dominguez Villa-Gomez told officers she attacked him and he used self-defense, but police say his wounds look self-inflicted. Dominguez Villa-Gomez is expected to make his plea today.
3 investigations are now underway into what caused a serious crash between a Connecticut state trooper and a mother and daughter. Reports say 2 weeks ago, Sergeant John McDonald was leaving a retirement party for a colleague at a brewery when he got into the accident. Police say Trooper McDonald ran a stop sign and slammed into the other car. State police are now working to determine if Trooper McDonald was under the influence at the time of the crash. Trooper McDonald is still on the job while these investigations are ongoing.
A group of 4-legged graduates trained by prison inmates in Summers will now be paired up with veterans living with disabilities. These 4 dogs live with their inmate handlers, learning obedience, how to pick up household items, and how to provide support on the stairs. The training, all part of a partnership between the State Department of Correction and America's Vet Dogs.
A pretty big debate happening at the State House right now. Should college athletes get paid through endorsements? Last week, California's governor signed a bill into law that allows student athletes to make money through hired agents. But Connecticut's booming college sports scene, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle seem to be for it, but with certain rules.
You're going to allow one state to do it, and then students are going to go to that school because they're going to let them make money off their athleticism in college, and that's not fair to another school. So the NCAA needs to just make this decision quickly.
The NCAA is working on the conditions still.
Each fall, thousands of visitors flock to Mystic to embark on a family tradition that is all about natural authenticity.
News 8 Sarah Cody takes us to the Clyde Cider Mill for today's Connecticut Families Report.
We are the last original steam power cider mill in the United States.
Here, the cider house rules. Folks taste history.
I like the donuts and also cider.
And see an authentic autumn ritual like none other.
My great-great-grandfather started the business in 1881.
Now, 6 generations are involved with B.F. Clyde Cider Mill. The action begins with the apple.
There's a conveyor belt. It brings them up, it drops them into that red box at the top.
The fruit is washed and dropped into a grinder, then it changes shape.
It comes down, and it looks like a really thick applesauce. And then they fold it all up and layer it, and then we turn the press around and push it out.
I think it's really cool. It's like the steam, and it's steam powered.
Like many visitors, the Kellys head to the mill every year.
We love it. It's just being able to show them like how it was done back then and how it's still done today.
It's nice to see the locals coming back over and over again. You know, people I grew up with are now bringing their kids and their grandkids in. So it's nice to see.
The nearby store sports all sorts of seasonal treats.
We have, of course, the apple cider, hard cider, apple wines, pies, pastries, donuts, of course, the donuts.
So step back in time, enjoy a tradition together, and sample a slice of fall's colorful treasures.
Everything's so rushed nowadays, you know. Nobody takes time to just sit down and relax
she talks about that place every day.
Patty's spot on, I think.
Yes, I think
That
so.
was fun.
Oh, this weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta go hunker down in a cider mill somewhere.
Gotta read that.
Yeah, really.
Ooh, this is perfect weather. Hey, here's the deal, and I want to remind you of this right away. If you have any kind of appointments going on today, you know how it goes on a sunny day with our local roads, but add this kind of rain in, and you're going to have to give extra travel time because, number one, some of this rain's coming down heavy enough where the rain and the lack of visibility alone is going to slow traffic, and then you know how drivers are when it's rainy out there in these roads. So budget enough additional time, maybe a doctor's appointment, dentist appointment. Please give yourself an extra 15 or 30 minutes so you're at least close to being on time. Look at some of the yellow and orange, some heavier areas of rain right over Route 2 now, coming out of Plainfield, heavy around Hartford, West Hartford, going through the Waterbury area, Wolcott, it's soggy, and there's enough to come through New Haven so you can hear it on the roof. That's sliding into the valley. So Route 34, kind of a slow weather setup there with driving because the rain is coming down that heavy. Hey, what month is it? It's 49. That's it in Wallingford right now. 51 Guilford, 52 in Sterling, Groton Long Point at 54, Reading at 50, and unfortunately those temperatures are not going to move much. So still areas of rain at noon today. And look, it just doesn't move much at 5 p.m. still on the soggy side. It'll try to break up a little bit for overnight tonight, but another whole round is coming our way tomorrow. And the difference with tomorrow's unsettled weather, that's coming in with more wind as this giant storm meanders a little bit closer to us. 25 to 45 mile per hour wind gusts tomorrow. Strongest will be in southeastern Connecticut. There could be one or two spots that hit 50 miles per hour because most of the leaves, not all, but most of the leaves are still on the trees. That causes a lot of resistance. There could be a couple of branches that break. I've already had someone hit me up this morning saying their power or their lights were flashing and going on or off. So be ready for some scattered power outages tomorrow. As far as the rain amounts, half-inch on the low side for parts of northern Connecticut. Some spots may get 2.5 inches or a month's worth. And then it tries to dry out slowly from west to east on Friday. Here's tomorrow's weather. Same deal. Look at the rain happening through the day, and that comes along with some gusty wind. Rain amounts, this is an average. Lots of 1-point-somethings on here. Middletown, 1.55. And a few spots could be at 2.5 inches before it all wraps up. So tomorrow, gusting to 30 in Torrington, but look at the difference. Opposite corner, 43 in Mystic, 43 in Old Lyme. So the strongest winds would be from Norwich to about Madison, but even New Haven, 36 tomorrow. If you have a boat in the water, please make sure it's secure and make sure it's ready for the wind that's going to go into Friday morning. So there's your forecast, 50s and rainy, also feeling chilly and damp right through the afternoon. Tomorrow, wind is more of a concern, but there's still going to be some rain at times. And then it slowly tapers off. I think much of the state will actually dry out Friday. And Hutch, some good news. I think the outdoor events going on this weekend, I know you have that walk on Sunday morning, should be okay.
Yes, the Alzheimer's walk in Norwalk.
Okay.
We would love for the forecast to stay just as good as Sunday. All right, Gil, thank you. Co-working facilities are very convenient for you independent workers out there, and it's becoming a more popular resource for a lot of people. Here with tips on how to be respectful in a shared office environment, we have our etiquette expert here, Karen Thomas. Karen, thank you so much for being here.
Yes, this is becoming more common. It really is, and especially for entrepreneurs or solopreneurs like myself, or home-based businesses. It gives them an opportunity to get out of the house or out of their area and go into a professional space where all of the amenities are there for them. Right. So what's important though is to remember that you're not alone. Okay, you are in a shared space. So there are some things that you need to remember. So you want to make sure that your noise level is down. Okay, now certainly you might be making phone calls, which is natural and a part of it. But again, make sure that you're not putting people on speakerphone, so everyone in there can hear. Make sure that you're using your indoor voice. And I know that may sound silly, but think about it. You know, when there are other booths and other cubicles around you, you want to make sure you're mindful of the space you're in.
Right.
So there's a bunch of advantages to being in one, because I use one to do my podcast.
Okay.
And it's a lot of fun because they have all the amenities right there. So all you basically do is you go in, you rent the space, you do what you have to do, and then you can go home. And it's really, really neat. But the one that I use in West Hartford, which is fabulous, they have free snacks, free coffee, and free copies. But where I'm going with that is that you want to make sure that you bring all the supplies that you need with you. So if you need a computer, if you need headphones, you should have all of these things available to you. And you want to make sure that you're mindful of the space that you're working in as well. So you may be renting this cubicle here, or for an hour or two, but again, you want to make sure that you're cleaning up after yourself. So you don't want to leave a mess. You don't want to leave your pens and everything around. You want to make sure that you're doing all of these things. So that way the next person that comes in is able to utilize the space in the same way that you found it.
Yeah, and how about those non-office tasks as well? You have to remember you're still in a professional space.
Exactly. And it's funny, a friend of mine who owns the West Hartford Co-working, she's fabulous, but she did tell me that people have engaged in a few activities that are less than becoming of a space. I'm not going to get into things, but again, you have to remember that you kind of are on display.
Sure.
And there are other people, so you wouldn't want to do something, and I'll just pick something out of there. You wouldn't want to say maybe clip your nails,
right,
or do personal hygiene or anything like that in these spaces. You want to keep that for at home or maybe in the car. So, but again, it's a great thing for us entrepreneurs to be able to go out there and use professional spaces like this, and even host meetings. If I want to have a conference or class, I have this available to me, so it's a great resource.
So it's important to remember that while you may work for yourself,
yes,
this is a shared space still.
Yes.
And you need to respect it as if this is an office where you're all working together.
Exactly. And again, get along with your coworkers, keep your voice down, and you know what? Just keep it professional.
Karen, thank you so
fine.
much.
Thank you.
It's becoming more prominent.
It is. It's a fabulous idea.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Still we're going to finish up that 8-minute meal that we started. Oh, it smells delicious. A filling Italian pasta dish from Chef Angela Baldanza. Getting your plate all ready. We'll be whipping it together on the other side of this break.
At Hood, we start the day just as the sun rises. At home, we know it's just the same. Because at Hood, quality fresh milk is the most important part of our day, and we look forward to it just like you do. We care about every single gallon, just like you care about every single glass. For more than 170 years, it's the way we grew up. And with nutrients like these, it's how they'll grow up too. Produced without artificial growth hormones and tested for antibiotics. Delicious Hood milk. Always good, always Hood.
It's time to compare Medicare plans. Does your Medicare Advantage plan have a wide choice of doctors and hospitals? Connecticut does, including every hospital in the state. No referrals to see a specialist? Check. National coverage? Check, check, check. We have 3. A low monthly premium? How about 3 $0 premium plans? Does your plan include dental coverage and eyewear allowance? $0 prescription drugs? Connecticut has several plans with all 3. Time to call 1-855-432-3559. And all our plans include... Help deciding which plan is best for you? No problem. Just give us a call today. Medicare open enrollment ends December 7th, so don't delay. Call 1-855-432-3559. That's 1-855-432-3559. Connecticut, powered by people for a healthier you.
Frustrated that everyday activities cause wrinkles and there's nothing you can do about it? Now there's a solution. Downy Wrinkle Guard is a fabric conditioner that helps protect you from wrinkles all day. Just pour the dye-free liquid into the rinse dispenser. After a day of wear, pants washed with Downy Wrinkle Guard and detergent are virtually wrinkle-free. It even comes unscented. Don't love Downy Wrinkle Guard? We'll give you your money back.
Your face is amazing, but for something so important, are you taking the best care of it? Healthy skin needs healthy skincare. Join today and get 2 30-minute upgrades for free. Massage
Good
and
morning, everybody.
keep your body
Happy
working.
Wednesday. see guys
Chip,
like
the
this
Pancake Prince, inviting you down to Chip's Family Restaurant.
Chip's Family Restaurant, the best pancakes around. 40 great variety, they'll never let you down. Connecticut Families on News 8 is sponsored by Chip's Family Restaurant.
Are you ready to finish our 8-minute meal with Chef Angela Baldaza? Yes, she's making spaghetti carbonara.
It's so awesome, so exciting and fun, and perfect day for it.
It
So
is perfect.
what you do here is you just start with a nice little frying pan of olive oil, and you just add some pancetta, which
So
is the
far?
Italian bacon. Very easy.
Yeah.
And then you add some shallots. And we're going to let that cook because I've already had one cooked down for us.
Okay.
In addition to that, once it starts to cook down, we add a little
Good
chicken
morning,
stock, we add a
everybody.
little
Happy
white wine.
Wednesday.
Now, the
Fancy
fallacy with
festival
carbonara
this
is
time.
everyone thinks that there's cream in it. There is not. So here I have everything cooked down for you.
But there is a cream version, right?
There is a cream version. Some people do it, some don't.
Not today.
But this is the authentic.
This is not today, exactly. Okay, so basically now I've got cooked down here the pancetta, the shallots. As I said, I have white wine, a little bit of butter, and a little bit of chicken stock. So now we're going to take the cooked pasta, 8 minutes. 8 minutes, we don't have 8 minutes now to do it, so I'm just going to take that out and add it.
Did you add pasta water in here as well?
Yes, I did. I added pasta water. I'm going to add a little bit more. Excuse me, because this is getting a little... There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to add the pasta water to give it a little bit of more flavor, because this also, the pasta water is salty and starchy. It adds a lot of flavor. And now we just start to toss this all around with my other pair of hands here. I love having these tongs. They're so easy to work with. And you can just smell the bacon and the pancetta. It's so lovely.
Good
And
morning,
let's just get
everybody.
that
Happy
really worked
Wednesday.
in there.
Your Nancy
That
Festival
little bit of
this
sauce.
time.
Now, what really makes this
Mostly
more
rain
rich
today.
and creamy, you're going to add the Parmigiano
Mid upper
Reggiano.
50s, mid
You're
upper
gonna add that
60s today.
Yeah,
Rain
and we can
all
add as
day
much as
long
we
and
like, however
rain
creamy you'd like it.
tomorrow.
And then I'm going to just increase the heat a
Maybe
little
drying
bit
off
more
for
here.
Friday.
Also, you poach
Taking
an egg,
off
because
on
at the end,
Friday,
the piece de resistance is
Maybe
a poached egg.
late shower,
Now,
late Saturday
you take the
night.
secret, which is a egg
Upper
yolk. You separate the
50s
egg
and
yolk,
60s.
and you put that in, and then
More-
just keep mixing,
Gonna be more
mixing
rain
very
tomorrow.
quickly.
Lots
We
of
don't want
wind
scrambled
and
eggs in
rain.
there.
And so
We
if
want
you
to
guys are going
see
out,
how
please
see
leave.
how it's perfectly
Keep your umbrella
blended.
handy
Perfectly
with you.
blended.
We're going out
And
today.
then, of course, salt and
Rain
pepper to
today,
taste.
rain
I've
tomorrow,
already added a little bit
more
there.
rain, then
And
tapering off
now
on Friday.
we just play.
Now.
Have a great
Now
day
we've got
today,
right to do the magic is
and I'll
just
see you
add
guys
a little
tomorrow.
bit of fresh
Have a good
Parmesan,
one.
because it adds some really nice color and parsley, excuse me, and flavor. There you go. And then onto the plate it goes. Look at how beautiful that
My
is.
goodness.
And you can see how nice and creamy it is without the cream, but the richness comes from the butter and the egg yolk. And then here we go, we add the final piece to the top. A 2.5-minute poached egg. Look at that.
It's raining already.
And then, of course, more cheese. More cheese.
More
And we
cheese.
always love fresh ground pepper too. This is awesome.
Say good morning, YouTube.
Say hello to the Book of Mormon. Ben Brantley of the New York Times says the Book of Mormon is the best musical of this century. Winner of 9 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. The Book of Mormon. Performances begin October 15th at the Bushnell. Visit bushnell.org.
Find your style at Raymore and Flanagan's Columbus Day sale. Come in store and meet with one of our consultants to create the room of your dreams. Save up to 25% on our living, dining, and bedrooms. Find the perfect mattress and test before you rest. Plus, get a free adjustable base with most mattresses, including Casper. Get your dream room delivered in 2 days. And set up in your home, not at your doorstep. Find it, feel it, furnish it fast at Raymore and Flanagan's Columbus Day sale.
Frustrating when you can't find the right for little chairs for your living. This White Diamond Depot offers one of the largest displays of Canada furniture anywhere. All made from solid birch, you choose sustained size and matching chairs, and we deliver the handcrafted set you've been looking for. Best of all, with our price guarantee, you
get the best price around. Visit our showrooms in Newington and Brooklyn.
As physicians, I think we really understand what our Medicare patients need.
Like a $1,500 dental benefit and $350 health and wellness allowance.
Having access to an affordable plan is really, really important.
Save with no monthly premiums and $0 select generic drugs.
Care Partners Connecticut can deliver something that other plans just cannot do.
Get your Care Partners plan today. Call 1-855-749-9821.
Hi, I'm Bob Cherry, owner of North Haven Auto Body. Is the body repair facility you're considering recommended by the insurer? Some insurance companies consider customer satisfaction and repair quality to be important standards for choosing a body shop. Sadly, this is the exception, not the rule. At North Haven Auto Body, satisfaction and quality go hand in hand, and that's what sets us apart. North Haven Auto Body, your best decision after a collision.
Say hello to the Book of Mormon. Ben Brantley of the New York Times says the Book of Mormon is the best musical of this century. Winner of 9 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. The Book of Mormon. Performances begin October 15th.
The fall festivities are ramping up here in Connecticut.
Yes, that's why we've been asking for your photos and videos of all the activities.
All right, so let's check in right here. Lisa said she and had a great time. Look at the outfit here at the Seymour Pink Pounding the Pavement 5K.
Caption this.
I know, exactly.
Take it.
It was
Take a
all
picture.
about, isn't that great? It was all about raising awareness and paying tribute to those living with breast cancer.
Seymour doing it pink.
Big time.
Yes. And Chris and Norwich really getting into the Halloween spirit. Wow, with all of these, we're all like looking at this picture with all these lights and figurines. Take a look at all those.
Wow, that is all out from top to bottom. Remember, we have a full list of fall and Halloween events on our website, WTNH.com. Whenever you are going, be sure to send us a photo or video if you're recording. You might just see it on those Halloween decor and fall decoration pictures. Just remind me how little I'm doing.
I know, exactly. You're like,
Great job with all of these.
very impressive. Hey, plus, the leaves are changing. Oh, you know what? I'm going to show you that picture tomorrow at 9 a.m. My gosh, I forgot to show that one from Vermont. But you can send in your foliage pictures as well. Use Reported. We'll do that one tomorrow.
Send in your foliage.
Say goodbye.
Yeah. You hear them? Send in your foliage,
That won't be inside. Text TURNEY to 37337 now for your chance to win a pair of tickets. Powered by Connecticut Realtors and Country 92.5.
Send in your foliage.
You've tried almost everything to relieve your chronic nasal congestion,
Yeah, okay.
and facial pain or pressure still keeping you under. It may be nasal polyps.
Seriously?
Finally,
Really?
there's Exhance, the only FDA-approved nasal
Send in
spray
your
that cleans
foliage.
your mouth. So when you blow into Exhance, your breath deliver medicine deep in the nose to the source of the problem. Exhance treats nasal polyps and significantly improves nasal congestion to help you get back in your element.
In clinical trials, Exhance significantly improved nasal congestion and reduced nasal polyps, though for most they were not completely eliminated. Exhance may cause nasal problems such as nosebleeds, crusting, sores, hole in the septum, and slow wound healing. Eye problems such as cataracts and glaucoma may occur. Exhance may increase the risk of infections. Other side effects may include redness, pain or swelling in the nose or throat, congestion, and headache.
Experience the difference.
I wait for the
Ask
video.
your ENT or allergist about Exhance.
Come on, let's go on a Jurassic Quest. We'll see over 100 true to life-size dinosaurs. Jurassic Quest has skyscraping dinosaurs like Apatosaurus, Spinosaurus, and of course the terrible T-Rex. They have walking dinosaurs that play with you, and even little baby dinosaurs. Jurassic
Little
Quest
baby
even has
dinosaurs.
enormous dinosaurs you
Little
can ride.
baby
They have
dinosaurs.
huge fossil digs, rides, games, and activities too. It's at Connecticut Convention Center next weekend. Remember to use promo code TV20 to save 20% on your tickets at JurassicQuest.com.
Yale New Haven Health does things differently.
We advance medicine through research
To make patient care better, so people can come back stronger and healthier.
I chose Yale New Haven for my back.
my heart.
sure that you and your home are ready. Nothing says fall like a little harvest fun. At Van Wilton's 56-acre garden center in North Branford, pumpkins, gourds, and seasonal plants are bound to get you in the fall spirit. Van Wilton's vice president and fourth-generation gardener Ryan Van Wilton says that if there's one plant to get this fall, it's mums.
Mums is like the quintessential iconic fall flower. When you see mums, you just know that fall feeling is here.
And that fall feeling doesn't stop there. Van Wilton's offers what they call mom bunnies, plants to perfectly accent your mums. They also have hay bales, corn stalks, and fun decorations for the whole family to enjoy. One of Ryan's favorites, pumpkins that you wouldn't typically find at the pumpkin patch.
So these are what you call funky pumpkins. What is the funky pumpkin?
I think these guys might be the best thing we get to order because of their functionality. Fairy tale, blue covered, red warty.
Red warty, let's see if we can find it.
Now,
what do the kids do? What makes this a fun part of summer? Every day, red warty. I like that.
But with all of this harvest fun available, don't forget that planting season isn't over yet.
While many people think that spring is the best time to plant, Ryan says that fall is also a great time to test out that green thumb.
It's a great time to test. The soil is still warm. There's still lots of beautiful fall plants that we have.
So whether it be your planting or decorating needs,
Even that
Van
would-
Wilton's aims to be
No,
there for
give me
you
that
every step
recorder.
of the way.
Ultimately, our goal is to make everybody feel good when they pull in the driveway. That feeling of pride is amazing.
That's enough.
Be sure to visit Van Wilton's Garden Center in North Branford, as well as garden marts in Guilford, Milford, and Old Saybrook. You can also check them out online at vanwiltons.com. For CT Style, I'm Natasha Lubchenko.
Like most people, Mrs. McCabe has several different types of flooring.
I have carpet, tile, and hardwood. I've tried running those machines, but they just don't get them as clean as you do.
Vacuuming and mopping is great for day-to-day cleaning, but nothing gets your home clean and healthy like a professional carpet, tile, or hardwood cleaning from Stanley Steamer.
That's why I call.
Call or go online for our $99 special.
Tonight, ABC's Cast from the Past week is something to cheers about.
We just went out.
Tommy at the bar down the street. This ain't fun. The Goldbergs, all new tonight on a Cast from the Past week on ABC.
Switch to Tide Pure Clean because it's made with plants.
We switch to Tide Pure Clean. Get stains out of his face.
Tide Pure Clean, they don't put phosphate in.
No, doesn't go.
Tide Pure Clean, it has nothing to hide.
It's made with plants and it's clean strength of Tide.
First plant-based detergent, clean power of Tide. ACM CMA Entertainer of the Year, Keith Urban. One very special night, Mohegan Sun Arena. A concert for recovery, an awareness event to combat the opioid crisis in Connecticut. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and the Mohegan Sun box office. Powered by Connecticut Realtors to help break the stigma around opioid use disorder in Connecticut. See you there.
If you haven't been to 7-Up Roasting Company in a while, it's time to come back. We moved right next door, but we are still serving up the favorites everyone has come to love. Fresh and house-grown ingredients that honor traditional recipes make 7-Up Roasting Company a hometown favorite. 3 big deals on all new Wallingford Field GMC. Sierra, 11,080 of this crew cab you pay $44,345. Finance a double cannon for $389 or lease for $179. Terrain, 6,080 off, you pay $25,515, or lease for $149 or finance for $349. Acadia, 9,085 off, you pay $38,970, finance for $399 or lease for $169. We'll help get financing too at Wallingford Buick GMC online, your phone, and Route 5.
Early riser? Watch Good Morning Connecticut live on your phone.
Today on Rachel Ray.
Alright,
much-needed good news and a little history. Scary bad. Same here. Top Chef's Chris Berry had a little egg. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. And a stunning salad that you can eat right off the table.
Look at that! Make it rain!
Plus, almost everybody's bringing some. And need to get a hearty meal on the table in a hurry? Chop Chop.
Look at those saucy beauties! So today we're kind of keeping it all in the family, and we're starting out with a person I trust him certainly as much as family, and he visits with all of us, with our families every weeknight. He has traveled the globe reporting from war zones and natural disasters. I just feel more secure when he's around, especially if he's got to break some bad news to me. He's always good news. You watch him every night on ABC's World News Tonight. Please welcome back David.
This one, 37 minutes.
Oh, wow. If you turn it down.
I'm kind of comfortable in the kitchen, so let's see how this goes.
I know, right? It's the first time we've ever seen this.
No, wow.
Like we're on news together.
We could.
Man, it's a hot time in your business these days.
No, I don't want to listen
No,
to it.
you're
It's giving me a headache. Yeah.
It's insane.
Wow.
The news is breaking so
Oh, what's
fast
this?
every day, and the thermostat is
Dance class?
changing literally on the planet and on politics. Just about impeachment.
We are well underway now, as you know, and every day, we used to kind of have morning meetings and decide everything.
What's the heck is dance class?
Because there's so many developments that could really work on.
Keep up the structure of the news.
Which changes all throughout the day. And I'll tell you, one of the most important things about this job right now in this country is recognizing that when I walk up those stairs, the same stairs that Peter, Charlie, and Diane took to get to the set, that I'm sitting there not only having a conversation with America, but it really goes both ways. People can reach out to you in social media now, and I recognize
Good morning, Donnie.
it's a
Happy
very
Wednesday.
divided country right now. And that we have to
That's what
deliver the news without a thumb on the scale.
Rain,
That we just deliver
all day
the
today. Yesterday, took umbrella to
trust
rainy and
that
windy
even when
today.
it comes to bad
Because
news,
50s and
that
then
you're
60s
comforted
today.
by the way we put it together.
The rain for tomorrow.
Yeah.
More rain tomorrow. Upper 50s, low 60s. And tapering off on Friday. Drying off for Friday. Maybe a little drizzle on Saturday. I hope you have a great day today. And stay dry if you're going out.
And what divides us, and we're all worried about the
See
same
you
things.
tomorrow.
We're worried to make sure
Have a
the
good
kids, the
one.
next
Stay
generation,
dry.
have equal opportunity.
It's become such a huge issue.
But I'll tell you,
And
when
then
you
the
sit
young
there,
people too are getting so
They
involved. There's a whole group of these young men and women now that are putting a face to it for the next generation.
that's one of the byproducts, I think, that we all went through 2016, and I think it was one of the most tumultuous elections of our lifetimes, right? And what side you were on, what have you. But I think one of the gifts, and I always look at a good byproduct of the whole thing is that people
Say good morning, YouTube. Say good morning, YouTube.
I have chores. I have chores. Yeah, what do you do? Block me too?
No.
Well, what about your other little girls? You got nurse manager, you got Amy, you got one person you blocked. What about the other two? You gonna keep on picking on them too? You didn't block Amy. Oh no, he told me. No, Lisa told me. Ha 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 ha. Oh, shut up, baby. What? Bye. Yeah, you and your stupid life words. It's too loud. When did you do this? 9 hours ago. Who are you trying to show now? You blocked the nurse manager. You blocked Amy. And what's the other one? Amy. I forgot what the other girl was. So who are you showing now? 9 hours ago. You washing clothes again? No, you don't go anywhere near those washing machines. Lisa doesn't. The only thing Davey does is just take the clothes out. What do you do? Get lost in there? We did this 9 hours ago. Well, you went in there. What did you do? Get lost? You must have a lot of clothes. How did you fit all that clothes in your room? She doesn't even have that big of a closet.
Are you shaky this morning? You always shake in the morning?
I wish I should have found out the address to send away for that pill, boy. You have no pain whatsoever. $69. That's a lot of money.
That's almost my phone bill money.
Yeah. That's over my phone bill money. $69. That's a little bit of my money used already. Why's he got the fan going? It's not summer. He's got that fan. Well, come on. What are you doing in there? You went in there. What'd you do? You gonna do now? You gonna do some more church? What do I want to see your back? Now you got nobody to talk to. Ha ha. What are you doing? Taking a picture of something? You're crazy, Dick. You are so stupid. You got rid of nurse manager, then he got rid of Amy, and then he got rid of who was the other girl? Well, now that was kind of dumb. Are you ever gonna pay Lisa? I'm gonna.
Alright, YouTube. Here's my mother. She's gonna have her breakfast. You don't know what the. Say thank you. I just want to say thank you. I don't think that was, you know, my bed. That's it.
Great bartender on TV, but how is he in real life behind the bar? You came up and asked me to make a yada yada. I could not.
Yeah, watch me make the bed.
And I got paid too many people. I did my video yesterday, so go check it out and give me some thumbs up and hit subscribe on my page. I did a video yesterday, so go check it out, people.
You gotta walk up to it. You gotta walk up to it. So you can see.
What makes cosmetic working so fast? It's smart technology. Knows all the right.
And I did a page yesterday, people. I got a YouTube page. Give me some thumbs up and hit subscribe on my page. I'm gonna do another video today, so make sure you tune in for that on YouTube and hit subscribe and give some likes and some thumbs up and hit the button and hit the bell. Hit subscribe and go hit that bell.
Delicious almond milk yogurt alternative from Almond Group. Why would you eat that? Oh, because it tastes amazing. Here, have a bite. It is so good. Here, delicious almond milk yogurt alternative. Available now.
That's how you make the bed.
If your child has a
Like
common
that.
orthopedic condition, that doesn't mean you can only get common treatments.
Yeah, nurse manager. No, he don't block Wendy. You crazy?
Oh,
Alright, have a great day, everybody.
yeah.
Stay dry out there.
Stay dry, you stay dry. All right, pudding, and and flour.
Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. My next video is probably later. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.